What's going on, everyone? Yes, today is another toy review, and yes, the man that stands in front of you is Dredd, or you may also know him as Judge Dredd. Now, this particular version is from the second movie that came out. The character is actually based from the comics. Can't remember the comic line that brought him out, but he's a comic book character. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this review, show you what this great figure has to offer, or maybe not so much great things it has to offer. So right off the jump, let's go ahead and looking at a full 360 detail of this figure. I'm gonna go ahead and bring him up quite closely. Yes, and his helmet can come off. Actually, you know what? I'll show you his face, and then I'll show you with the helmet on. So, as for the likeness of the character, they did a really good job. This character looks really nice. And this figure is actually made by a company called Figures. I never heard of them until now. I ordered him a long time ago. Can't remember exactly the place I ordered him from. Because somebody gave me a link and I kind of followed it and was like, shit, I need to pick this up. I want a Judge figure. So that's what I went ahead and did. But the place I got it from was solid. If I can, I'll see if I can find the name of that place, and I'll post a link at the bottom of the review, just so that way y'all might want to check out what else might be on there or whatever. But like I said, I was happy with it. And yes, just to verify, because it's right in your face, he does not have any hair. Pretty much I think they went with that just to make it easier on putting on the helmet, which is not a big deal to me. Some people may have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it solely because when you put the helmet on, you're not going to see that no way. And on top of that, Dredd is actually known for never taking his helmet off. So that being said, it's kind of pointless to bitch because he don't have any hair. So I really didn't worry about it because it still is a very nice figure. So that is a full 360 of his head. I just want to get that detail because looking at that beard, stubble, and everything, it looks really great. So I really wanted you to see that. But the overall of the actual outfit itself, let's do a full 360. Really nicely done. They did a really good job. I enjoy the quality of it. The detail on the suit looks really good. All the way down to the boots. Really nicely detailed. Let's do a side view. Now this is one thing right off the jump that a lot of people that purchase this figure already knows, or people that haven't purchased it that probably watched the movie and kind of noticed it. His gold on his shoulder pads is practically damn near black, as if like it was never painted. The paint job on that plastic just wasn't really done well. That was probably one of the biggest things. If I had to complain about anything, was just the paint job on those shoulder pads was really terrible, like really bad. Because mine was actually more gold than that, and over time it just rubbed off. And I haven't even been taking this thing out the box. Like, it actually been in the box for a while. I just decided to remove it because I want to take some photos of them since I got a new camera. Oh, and yes, reviews will be more frequent because I actually have a new camera. I was borrowing a camera from my friend recently, so that's why you haven't been seeing that many reviews pop up, just because of that reason alone. But because now I have a camera again, I'm able to push out them reviews. And there you go with some pouches. Pouches are really nicely done. Straps on them is really nice. This is the back of the boot. Alright. And this is the other side, revealing the bird. And anybody that knows the comics, they already know. And even looking at the old movie that came out a while back, the shoulder pads was really like heavy. They kind of gave a more realistic approach when they did this Dredd movie. It doesn't look as cartoony, which is fine. I mean, I'm okay with the old and the new, so it really don't bother me having either design. I'm just happy to have a Dredd figure. That is the full 360 of them. Now let's go ahead and look at height comparison. Zoom back a bit. Give me 1 second. Here's Metacom Guts, and they both actually are the exact same height. No difference. Look. So he is a true 12-inch figure. Alright. The only reason why I say that is because Guts is actually 12 inches. So him being the same size, they're both 12-inch figures. Now, let's go ahead and get into accessories. He have quite a bit of stuff that came with him, which I'm really digging and liking. I'm going to show you what's already on him, and then I'll show you what I took off of him. Let me bring him in. So, off the back, got a holster. You have another holster. Holster for the gun. You got some clip holsters with clips in them. These clips are removable. You can actually take all of these clips out, and they're nice and snug. Which is really nice. He comes with a pouch, and then he has like the little health pack pouch. They do not give you no type of instructions on where to place these pouches. It's kind of up to you. I actually went on Google and searched up a bunch of images of them, and whatever it kind of looked like if the image resembled what I had in my hand, I placed it on that factor. That's how I kind of figured out where I want to place it. So that's the accessories that actually stay on them. Now the cool part about this figure, which is really nice, everything on this character can be put away. Nothing is stuck having to stay in a box. That's what makes this figure so awesome. So right off the jump, let's get into his pistol. All right. So pistol is nicely detailed. Another cool part, clip is removable, so you can actually store away this clip as well, because it is 4 slots. The barrel is removable. You can take that off and actually put a longer barrel on it. Now, I don't really know why this was part of an accessory, but maybe somebody know. I remember watching the movie, but I can't remember everything that went on because it's been a while. But it does get a longer barrel. So if you like the gun with a longer barrel, you can put one on. If you don't, put the short one on. So they're going to give you that. He's going to get a grenade, like a smoke grenade that he used. There we go. It's nicely detailed. Okay. Has a real metal pin. Oh, is that metal? Yeah, that's metal. You're gonna get his breathing apparatus that he used in the movie. Now this right here, I'm gonna keep it 100. This is useless. It does not stay on. It's just there to say you have an accessory. It does not fit on the face. It doesn't stay on the face. It blows. But not a big deal. It is what it is. So you're gonna get that. You get like a little grenade. I can't remember if he used this or not in the movie, but it's basic, just a nice plain green, nothing spectacular, just simple. And that little dot that you've seen at the top, it kind of helps hold the disc in the holster, because the disc, once it's in the holster, the clip can't really go down. And I'll probably be able to show you that in some photos at the end of the video. Last but not least accessory, I must say this accessory is amazing. Solely because how small it is. Let me bring it up closer. There we go. This thing is so well done. I'm highly shocked on the detail they can get on how tiny this is. Like, look, that thing is really small. But beyond all that, the damn thing actually comes out. It's a working switchblade. This shit is cool. I really like this. Did a really good job. And that clip works really well. It stays on the belt with no problem. So that is all of the accessories. So let's go into articulation. Starting with the head as usual. So let me go ahead and focus real quick. One detail that I didn't show, I'll show it to you real fast. He has cut marks, even like beyond the collar. So that's really nice little add-on detail, like war wounds, if you want to call it. But that's really nice. But beyond all that, his head can go about that far up. Can't go down at all. It has a tilt about that much, which is practically none. And a tilt about that much. All right. Going down to the shoulders. The shoulders can go in and outwards. It kind of has I can't really tell you the exact body is using. Whatever body is using, I'm okay with it. The only reason why I have no problems, because all the poses that I tried to pull off with this figure, I was able to pull off. So for example, like by it being able to go in almost like a Metacom figure, you can kind of get a full arm straight across the chest. So it's really nice. I actually like the articulation dealing with the shoulder joints. As for going up though, can't really go far up because of the outfit is hindering it. This is hindering a little bit as well. You don't want to force it because you don't want to tear the straps, nor do you want to tear up the material. So just be careful. As for going front to back, it goes about that far forward. Can it go back? Yeah, it can go back. So you can get about that much back. All right. He has a bicep swivel, which is that right there, which you still have to be careful with because of the strap itself. All right. Now going down to his elbow, which is this right here, have a double joint bend. There you go. And then going down to the wrist, this can do a full 360. And you can also swivel it in and out. So we got a nice range there. I don't know if the hands can come off. Like, well, I take that back. Sorry. The hands can come off. I just personally don't know how they're designed under the glove. I know they can be removed because somebody on Instagram that I know removed them and put Batman hands on them. And the reason why he put Batman hands on them, which I'm going to show you, I personally don't have a problem with it. At first I thought I didn't like it until I got to messing with it, and then I just was like, okay, it grew on me. These fingers are actually wired. So you can technically just bend it in place to what you want. Let me focus for you. So yeah, you can bend it in place. So it don't technically, it's not stuck in no form. You just make it however you want to make it. Only thing I would probably be careful with, because I don't know exactly what material they're using. More likely it's wires, of course, but you just don't, and if it is wires, you do know once you move something back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, you're going to end up probably breaking it. Normally I keep his hand, this particular hand in one style pose, like slightly cupped, just so that way it can like hold under the barrel of the gun whenever I put the gun hand in the right hand. So everything kind of stays in a particular position, so I don't have to constantly move it back and forth. So that's one of the things, and that could be a reason why he swapped out the hands. But the Batman hands also was able to hold the gun that he had. So that was a great choice to the person that actually chose to do that on Instagram. Dealing with the abdomen section, can't do any type of crunch there because of this whole body armor going on. Is actually really reinforced. So you're not getting no type of motion at all, so don't expect to. When you do get the figure, this particular armor is removed off and you have to put it on. So just don't get nervous or anything, but you know, you have to put it on yourself. The only thing that will be on there is the actual inner suit. But the vest can come off. You can remove that and pull it off and so forth and so forth. But because it's so heavy duty, either A, they didn't give him an ab crunch, or he just can't do it. I don't feel one, so I'm gonna go ahead and say he don't have one, because they probably didn't feel no need to have it. But he can move at the waist. So he has a nice little amount of articulation. That's him, you know, pivoting to the side. I'll go ahead and zoom out a bit so you can see it yourself. So he get a nice little amount of bend. Go about that far back. Go about this far forward. without bending his legs. So it's really well. Going down to the thighs or the pelvis area. Go ahead and bring the camera down. His legs go about that far forward, which is cool. Can't go out too much to the sides. You can, but you want to be careful. You don't want to rip his pants. He do have a swivel on the thighs. All right. Going to the knee. Double jointed knees, which is nicely done. Nice, good range of motion. Going down to the ankles, which I'm going to show you up close because I want to show you something real quick. To the ankles, this is really nice. So he can go about that far up and then about that far down. And this is on a ratchet style joint, so it is clicks when you move it. Now it does have a ankle rocker as well. So the only thing about you pivoting the ankle is a catch-22. You're happy that it doesn't have it, but you wish it did, because this little strap here prevents the ankle from going inwards, which you wish you could. But because this side doesn't have that, it goes out about that far. So it actually goes out further. But if it was able to move back and forth, this would probably cause a problem with standing issues. So by that buckle being there and preventing you from actually moving the ankle that far over is actually helping you have a figure that can stand up on its own without a stand. So that shouldn't be the case, but I mean, it is what it is. And I can't really complain. I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out. And let's bring the camera up. So that is all of the articulation dealing with this figure. And once again, like I said, you can take every single accessory that this figure has and put on them. So my overall thoughts on this figure, I love it. It's a great figure. It's really, really nice. I was not expecting the quality that I received. I paid about $120 for this figure. And the figure, a lot of people either didn't know it was out, didn't know it existed, or just didn't care to have it. I just went ahead and picked them up because I really wanted a Dredd figure. So I was like, it might be shit. Might be kind of horrible, but whatever, I'll try it out. I won't be so mean and not try out different companies. So I tried out the company, and like I said, it's probably like a little not your your high name companies where they be just over the top. So this figure only costed me $120. I mean, he comes in a simple box. Let me see if I can get a view over there. He comes in a simple box, nothing major, and some little photography of the toy itself. So nothing major. But when I got him out the box and got everything on him, I was happy. So that being said, if you like the Dredd movie, if you like Dredd and you just want a cool Dredd figure, I would say pick it up. If you can, go ahead and pick him up. He was really, really well worth it. I was actually extremely shocked on what I got out of him. So hopefully this review helped out with any type of want to know something about this particular toy. Sorry, tongue twisted. But other than that, like I said, I hope this review helped out. Thank you for checking out my review. I know it's been a minute on me dropping stuff. I've been dropping stuff kind of inconsistent. That was due to me not having a camera. I broke my camera a while back, so I kind of stopped photography completely. Couldn't do toy reviews. I just was doing art stuff. And now that I have a camera, I'll be able to do both. So once again, if you've never seen any of my art or any of my actual toy photos, you can find me on Instagram. I do all my artistic shit on there. Just because that's my place to be. I mean, I really have a lot of cool people I talk to on a day-to-day basis on Instagram that does the same things I do. So if you're into that type of stuff, you can find me on Instagram. I am on there as Def the Cornbread. Same flipping name as YouTube. So thank you again. Y'all have a great one and look forward to more reviews. Take care.